All right, all right, all right. All right, all right. Okay, okay. Hold the applause. Matter of fact, don't hold the applause. Don't hold it.
Don't hold it.
Your winners are in the building for another great episode of Whatever He Said podcast, hosted by my
For
good
sure.
brother Dedrick L. Hicks Jr. and
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
myself, Mr. Al Pete, man. So welcome to my people that first timers, welcome. But to my people that are familiar with what's going on with the winners, welcome Bike and Duval style back for the
Like
world. So
BYKE.
yeah, BYKE, man. So before we get into anything, we got a great show for you as always. Before
Yes.
we get into it, please make sure you hit subscribe, hit the thumbs up, share with your folks, all the great things, man. And also make sure you follow us individually, but definitely collectively. So we hope you are good and well. My brother, Dedrick L. Hicks Jr., how are you feeling today?
I am well, my guy. I am well glad to be back for another episode. Shout out to everybody out there in the YouTube world.
Mm-hmm.
You guys seem to love the music choices that I put out on Instagram a couple of weeks ago. So I really appreciate that. We did gain a couple of subscribers off of that as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I know y'all love your music. Myself and Pete, we're gonna be rolling out those music choices. So I got a new weekend playlist option dropping this Friday
Uh-oh.
on Instagram. The reason why we can't drop it on YouTube is y'all know the licensing issue. So we dropped them on Instagram, and we also talk about the record over here on the channel. So I will be dropping a brand new um, set. My boy IP, you know about that. A brand new set
Mm-hmm.
this Friday on Instagram to help y'all get ready for y'all weekend.
Mm-hmm. Listen, and while you at it, while you getting ready for that weekend, to my fellas out there, the fathers out there,
Oh
add
yeah.
some cologne, add some cologne to
Mm,
your set.
mm,
Make it a package
mm-hmm,
deal. You know what I'm saying? So you can get
mm-hmm.
that package for the weekend. You know what I'm saying?
That
Be that.
boy.
Hey, you took it
Gotta be
out of
that boy for
Hey,
sure.
you followed up on that one because I was sure coming.
No doubt, man. Happy
Yeah.
Father's Day to all the fathers out there, man. For
Yeah.
sure. Everybody out there, man. Happy Father's Day to you guys. And like my man
Mm.
Pete said, hey, take care of yourself, fellas. Don't let yourself go to waste. Keep
Mm-mm.
it together. Keep it
Mm-hmm.
fly. Keep it clean.
Mm-hmm.
Put that little. It smell. Look, it don't cost you a lot of money to smell great. It don't cost you a lot of money to put yourself together.
Mm-hmm.
Always be presentable out there. You feel me, fellas?
Mm-hmm.
You
Absolutely.
feel me? Because at all
Absolutely.
times, you want to be that boy.
That boy.
Okay? Just know it.
Yeah. Hey,
know it.
you heard you heard it first.
No doubt. No doubt. No doubt. Pete, man,
What's up, brother?
I got a love letter, man. I wanna recite tonight, man. Is that
Oh.
okay?
Oh, absolutely.
Got a love letter, man. This love letter is for the city of New York, man. Some of y'all may be confused out there. What he talking about with New York? He from Jacksonville. Yes, I am born and raised in Jacksonville, Florida.
Mm.
But throughout my entire life, up until this point, I have had a love affair
Mm.
with New York. Let me fill you in on how.
Okay. Okay.
I spent summers in New York City throughout my lifetime. Um, my wife and her family are from New York. And I've been a huge fan. Jay-Z, Biggie Smalls, Dipset, G-Unit.
Mm-hmm.
In so many different artists, the culture of New York City. I have always had a love for New York. And to see the New York Knicks win a championship, I felt like an honorary New Yorker in that moment. I was cheering like it was the Los Angeles Lakers. That's my team. I'm a Laker. But the
Team Lakers.
connection, yes, the connection with the Knicks the connection with the city, with the fans, everything a part of it. I just want to sincerely say, I love you guys. I love you guys. And I'm very happy for y'all. It was amazing to see. Shout out to Big Body Bronson out there doing this thing, leading the troops, the true captain. All of the videos and everything, man, I just want to take the time to let y'all know that I'm very happy for y'all. And again, I've spent a lot of my time infatuated with the culture of New York City. I've been to Brooklyn. I've been to Harlem. I've been to the Bronx. I've been to the bodegas. I've been to Times Square. I've been to Shea Stadium. I've been there. So, I'm not a Knicks fan, but I have love for the Knicks. So, salute to the New York Knicks and everybody in New York City on a well-deserved, well-earned championship. Salute to y'all, man. My heart, my spirit, my energy, I give to you, the city of New York. Salute to y'all, man. Thank you, Alfie. Thank you.
No, thank you, brother.
Thank you.
That was a very, very touching love letter to the New York Knicks, because that definitely, I feel the same way. Like, listen, I am a Laker fan through and through. Matt, you know, all the way from Magic Johnson to Kobe Bryant to LeBron James to the association, all of that, all to the whole association. I am a downright Laker fan. But boy, we cannot sit here and deny that we were never being taught and being inclusive to the New York Knicks.
Yeah, man.
All the way from the fashion. Did you see the Cameron video where he was switching outfits?
Amazing.
I was like, oh, this guy got some. And then he had the Dipset joint. I'm like, that makes sense. Oh, another thing. I'm sorry, brother. The freestyle that they did. The freestyle way back. What is it? The Kid joint?
Yeah. The Kid. Yeah, that was amazing. In the Garden. In the
Garden. Yeah. So it's stuff like that, man. I mean, we've grown with the culture so much. So seeing the Knicks win like that was like, it's almost like you didn't, if whoever you rooted for, if you're embedded into the hip hop culture in any form of fashion way, the New York Knicks, you love to see the New York Knicks win. So
agreed, man.
Beautiful.
And man, it was something, man. We were, especially Game 4 when OG Anunoby hit that miracle tip in. Like I said, my wife is from the New York area. She's on FaceTime with her family who's still in New York. And man, the energy that was just coming from her phone and the moment in itself, man, it was amazing. It was amazing. It's one of my top sports moments that I've ever experienced. Just that night, Game 4, that tip in, sitting next to my wife, listening to her and her family root and holler and show the love to New York, man. So it's just a special moment, man. Special moment. I'm glad that I was alive to see it. To have that memory of it, and the Knicks deserve it. New York City deserves it. All 5 boroughs, y'all deserve it. Because up there, it ain't no other teams. It's the Knicks. They don't even show love to the Nets like that. It's the Knicks. They don't. They don't. The only time they got love is when Jay-Z was a part of the ownership with the Nets. Other than that, I ain't never seen nobody nothing about no Nets. It's been the Knicks, and Knicks, man. So I work with people who are from New York. You know, my wife is from New York. So, yeah, man. So, yeah, I just want to show some love, man. I ain't trying to, do too much, but it was only appropriate, man. It was for the culture.
For the culture.
For the culture, man.
For the culture.
Yes, sir.
Listen, is the missus okay? Has she recovered?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. What well, even seeing her in that moment with her family on the phone, I was just taking it all in, man. Just a dope moment. Dope moment.
Yeah. Shout out to the New York Knicks, man, and shout out to everybody at the association of it. The games, they've been doing good. Even before they even got to the finals, they were
Mm-hmm.
Doing very well. And real quick before we get into it, just want to update people who've been living up under a rock. The New York Knicks, they won the NBA Finals, 94-90 against San Antonio Spurs in Game 5.
Mm-hmm.
But the New York Knicks have been playing very well for the past 2 or 3 years, like consistently. So I was like, so when they got into the playoffs this go around, I was like, all right, it's gonna be the Knicks and
In
the
the building.
Lakers. But I was just, but then when
Yeah.
the Lakers fell off, I was like, okay, I need OKC to go. And I was like, well, it's
Mm-hmm.
either gonna be OKC or the Spurs. But with all that being said, my people, if you've been living up under a rock, the New York Knicks won the NBA Finals. This is the first time they've won since I think '73. So
Yep.
yeah,
50+
so
years.
yeah, so congratulations to everybody associated with that, man.
No doubt. No doubt. No doubt. Thank you
Mhm.
for that, LP. Thank you.
Anytime, man. Anytime you want to read a letter, because I know at some point I'm gonna have a letter to read to somebody.
Sure.
So I'm sure
Sure.
you would extend me that
Of
that
course. Of
grace. Yeah,
course.
yeah,
Of course, sir. Of
yeah.
course.
So good deal. All
But
right.
Tyler,
Go ahead.
no, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was finna move on to the next joint.
Okay. Okay. Let's
Yeah.
do it.
So with that being said, after um the love letter that we have given to New York City, to my people, let me say this in advance: don't feel like we're being biased or anything. Listen, we gonna plant this episode flag in New York. All right, so
No doubt about it.
yeah,
No
no
doubt
doubt
about
about it. So with that being
it.
said, me and D are like major hip hop fanatics. I'm talking about major,
Yes.
and I feel like saying 3 majors is definitely doing an understatement.
Yes.
It's a
Yes.
definite understatement for him because he done been to the Bronx, Brooklyn,
Mm-hmm.
Queens, all that.
Mm-hmm.
So probably
Yeah,
got
I have.
mixtapes in the
I
shoebox or
do.
something like.
I do. I do actually. I do actually. DJ Clue, K Slay, Funk Flex. I actually do. I still have them when especially in Brooklyn. You're in Brooklyn, you come out of the bodega, and everybody got crates and crates and crates. And that was actually in New York. Was the first time I had heard of Fabulous before he had a single.
Wow.
So I still have that Desert Storm cut mixtape from Clue. It had like 69 songs on it, bro. Just verses from Fabulous and Paul Kane and all these different
Mm-hmm.
people with Desert Storm. But no, that just brought me back memories. Yes, yes. If you ain't been to New York, if you haven't been, I highly recommend going. And if you do go and you decide to be in the boroughs, it's only 2 rules. It's only 2 rules. And this is what I was told when I got to New York.
Okay.
Hey, mind your business. Mind your business. Those are the 2 rules. Those are the 2 rules. Mind
Fair
your
enough.
business and mind your business. And then you'll have a great time.
Mm.
Yes,
And
sir.
ain't none that what's going on over there type tip.
Oh, no. Mm-mm. They say, hey, buddy, did you see that over there? Nah.
Mm-mm.
Nah.
Matter of fact, you know where you at.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, yes, sir.
So yeah, with that being said, we're hip hop fanatics. So I thought it would be cool for us to talk about the songs that we think about.
Yeah.
If we were at the finals, for me, I'll tell my story real quick. I think I was at a gig actually, and I got in the house, and it was halftime, and I was like, oh, these boys, like, what's going on? Like, 29 down 29. So I just like, yo, let me get a cocktail, hit the lanai, turn the TV on, and see what's up. So in the midst of that, I'm invested at this point. I'm like, not even at this
Sure.
point. I've been invested. I'm like, all right,
Sure.
them boys gotta do something. A miracle gotta happen. And the
Yeah.
first song that I cut on that I was listening to was the Welcome to New York City from Come Home With Me. Which was cool because in the finals, the first game of the finals, before the game came on, they was playing Jay-Z's verse in the background, kind of fainted or whatever, and he was explaining himself being at the Knicks game. And if you're paying, I'm next to Spike. If you're paying left to right, that type of action. At the Knicks game, big chain and all my splendor. So,
Mm-hmm.
there were those type of things. So I was like, oh, we in that feeling like these boys playing Welcome to New York City. So I immediately cut on that joint because that song it sounds so New York to me. Like even
Yeah.
if you've
Yes.
never been to New York, it just has that New York feeling to it.
Yes.
The
100%.
chorus, yeah, Jewel
Mm-hmm.
Santana, on the
Mm-hmm.
chorus and all that, and just the sample that they use.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say Just Blaze produced that joint.
He
So
did.
yeah, he
Because
did. So
he still owe Cameron. Cameron let him know in the beginning of the song.
so with that being said, so we're gonna talk about our songs that we love that makes us think about New York City when it comes to the hip hop, of course with New York Knicks. So I just gave my first one, but Cameron, Welcome to New York City off the album Come Home With Me. I cut that on and the Lanine was like, all right, we gotta run this thing up. Knicks, what's up?
Yeah. Look, man, one of the dopest things about the NBA is how invested they are into the hip hop culture. So hearing that New York City record throughout the finals on
Mm-hmm.
commercials
Mm-hmm.
was just really, really, really dope. And you got to, come home. I don't know. That album came out in
2000.
2000,
I want to say 2000. Yeah, I gave
around
my.
that early 2000. That album came out, and that the body of work in itself was fantastic. But for me, the song that kind of just lights a fire under me that I also heard during the finals was Ja Rule's New York, featuring Fat Joe and Jada Kiss. I got 100 guns, 100 clips. Nigga, I'm from New York, New York. I got a semi-automatic that spits next time if you talk, you talk. And just that's another New York vibe. The video was insane with
Mm-hmm.
Joe and Jada. Everybody crushed their verse. And that's just the embodiment of New York. So hearing that during the commercials and hearing the instrumental during the finals games, just how the NBA just dove into, because you got to think, when the NBA was panning to the fans, like, don't get me wrong, yeah, you heard your classics, man. You heard your Frank Sinatra's, you heard your classic New York records
Absolutely,
that'll
yeah,
always
yeah.
be a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Orange and Blue Skies, you heard those records. But let me tell you something. Them people who was outside, them people from the bricks, them people from the sticks. They from the sticks. So
Yeah.
they not listening to Frank Sinatra's record. They're not doing that. They are listening to records like that Ja Rule record. It's an anthem. And then we all know what happened with the verses a couple years ago with the Dipset versus the Locks. Y'all remember the viral moment when
Mm-hmm.
Jada Kidd standing up on stage? And the one part that everybody probably misses with that record, it's in New York City. I think they were in Radio City Music Hall. I forget exactly where the verses was, but I know it was in a dope spot.
Mm-hmm.
But when the record come on and Jada Kiss is doing this thing, you hear Cameron in the background. Oh, I like this. You hear Cameron in the background talking about, oh, I like this. He knew it was a wash when they played when they played that one, because it's an anthem. So I found it hilarious with Cameron saluting, that anthem of a record, because he already has one.
Yeah.
He already had one out there. So yeah, so that's the record that definitely comes to mind immediately. And for the people in the sticks, in the bricks, Brooklyn, the Bronx, Queens, like that's the Yonkers, like that's you know what I'm saying? That's a record that till this day in my gym playlist, I listen to it every time I'm in the gym till this day. And I can't, that record has to be over a decade old by now or close
Talking
to it.
about the New York joint.
Yeah. The Ja
Yeah.
Rule record. It has
Yeah.
to be. It has to be. So yeah, so that's a record that definitely stands out to me, that represents, the real people of New York City, man. The 9-to-5ers, the blue collar people, the hip hop culture. That's definitely a record for sure that comes to
Yep.
mind for
Came
sure.
out 2004. 2004.
2004. So we
2004.
20 years.
Yeah, 20 plus years, man.
That's
I remember hearing that song, and I immediately was like, yeah, New York. I mean, we've heard many, many anthems from
Sure.
all genres, all that stuff, but we
Of course.
talking about hip hop, y'all. We get the flag up,
Of
so
course.
we talking about
Of
hip hop.
course.
But I'm like, when Ja Rule came out with that joint, I was like, yeah. So I'm glad that the resurgence of this song
Yeah.
is so applicable to the situation now, man, and yeah. And
And
it
people got to
and
remember. Go ahead.
no, I'm about to say, and then the fact that, like, I mean, I'm just thinking about like where they at now. You know what I'm saying? And, I mean, you got Kiss and Fab. I mean, not Chris and Fab. Kiss and
Joe.
Fat Joe. You know, they still been
Yeah.
doing their thing rap wise, but the
Yeah.
fact that they got this dynamic show that they got going on now, Ja Rule
Yes.
has still been killing. He's
Mm-hmm.
not a resurgent at all, but he's still doing his thing respectfully, boy. And I think
Sure.
they performing it at the parade on Thursday. That's what somebody told
They
me.
could be. I've been hearing that as well. I've been hearing that as well.
Mm.
I've been hearing that as well on Thursday, and I
I
will be
got
watching it
100
in its
round 100
entirety.
clips.
Oh
Woo.
my God. Oh my God. The production on that was insane as well. But see, another thing that people forget about, that was the record that pulled Ja Rule out of the dirt. Cause he was going at it with 50 and the G Unit, and Ja Rule was going through a really tough time. And it's kind of like the open way kind of reopened for him, because 50 had went to war with Jada, he went to war with Joe, but then all three of them got together and kind of unlocked
Uh-huh.
like the kind of rise above the 50 dissing and all of that. And that's what happened. Just
Mm-hmm.
that one record, New York, they was able to get behind it. So it's a lot of history involved with that record. And 20 years
Yeah.
later, for it to be a part of the finals and the finals run for the Knicks, the memories continue. The
Yeah.
memories just continue, man.
I
Phenomenal.
definitely love it. Mm-hmm.
Phenomenal, man.
All right, so my next track, we doing 3 for 3, right?
That's cool.
Yeah, yeah. All right, so the next one I have on the list, Jay-Z, public service announcement.
Yeah.
Public service announcement, man. I mean, before
Another
he even
anthem.
says, "Allow me to reintroduce myself," which is definitely fitting for the New York Knicks. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't got to play
Yes.
nothing else. Just play the "Allow me to reintroduce myself," and then just play the instrumental, and it's just like all of them can come out. OG, Brunson, all of all they can just run on the floor. It's
Nah, for
whatever.
sure. For sure, bro.
But
For
but yeah,
sure.
but like public service announcement, man. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I've played this as a DJ. I played this song in multiple avenues,
Of course.
and
Of
every
course.
time, I don't care how much South anybody could be in that room. We all up top. We all upstate. We all
Of
we
course.
all we all in New York on there. Like, we
Of
all
course.
rapping
Of
it the
course.
same, and it's just that energy, man. It just and
Yeah, man.
Jay Z is definitely one of many people that embodies like that New York
Oh God.
that I don't know, persona or
Of course.
yeah, he embodies that a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I
Yeah,
mean,
of
even the people
course.
that we just talked about, and we're gonna talk about more people. You know, the Camerons, the Ja Rules, the
Mm-hmm.
Jadakiss, the Fat Joes. Every time we see them, like the first three things we think about is the fact that they're from New York. Like, they rap, they funny, and they from New York, or
Mm-hmm.
they can dress, or they got a good business deal. They from New York. So Jay-Z
Mm-hmm.
public service announcement, I felt like that was a great song for him, but at the same time too, it's almost like he gave us the song to use for our own type of situation, but it fits perfectly when it comes to New York. Like, I mean, I would be remiss if I was up in New York and I didn't hear public service announcement. So
You gonna hear it.
had
You
the
gonna you
you
gonna
said
hear it
what
in
now?
somebody's car. You gonna hear it in somebody's car. You gonna hear it from the radio station. You gonna hear it in the bodega. To this day, you're gonna hear that record. It's an anthem. It's another anthem for
Yeah,
sure.
definitely happened.
And
So
like you
yeah.
said, to touch on what you said, like with Jay-Z, he embodies New York City. And the one line that he said, man, he made the Yankee fitted more famous than a Yankee can. Like that blue Yankee fitted. I kind of think I have several Yankee fitteds, and during that time growing up, seeing the New York hat, it was more than the Yankees. It was more than the Yankees. Like it's an artifact for hip hop.
Yeah.
So it's like no matter where you're from, you can go anywhere. Go to Arizona, come down here to Florida, go to Chicago, go to California. Look, you're gonna see a blue Yankee fitted or Yankee hat no matter where you are.
Mm-hmm.
And again, we're again not trying to, we're taking the time to celebrate New York City and the culture and everything, and with these records. But man, I just thought it was important to just kind of highlight that, especially speaking on a huge record like public service announcement, man, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
And listen, if you saw people with the hat on, you definitely wanted to get one as well. Like, I mean,
Of course.
even I know for me, in the range where we grew up in, that when it came to us styling ourselves and becoming, in the formative years of being from a boy to a actual man, a young adult,
Yeah.
you like, hey, let me say something. We can go forward.
Okay.
The
Yes, sir.
from one Floridian to another Floridian.
Yes, sir.
Actually, before the Knicks won,
Uh-huh.
I was like, "Yo, I am going to go get me a pair of Timbs." Because listen, to my people that's watching, if you're not from Florida,
Sure.
it's too hot. I don't care if it's the
Yeah.
wintertime. It is just too
Yeah.
hot to be wearing a pair of Timbs. But I was like,
Agreed.
one, from a fashion standpoint, I feel like I can
Yeah.
make the Tim.
Yes.
I can make it right.
Yes.
But the Knicks
Yes.
one too. I might not get
Got
no
it.
Knicks jersey, but I listen. A pair of Tim should be
Oh yeah.
that'll be my contribution to the win.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Look, man, you got to make sure you get the right Tims. Don't be out here looking crazy with the Tim. There's an instruction manual on what Tims to get. Down here, maybe in January, we may touch 20 degrees, 30 degrees on a Friday night, when it's really cold out. You can probably put on your Tims. It's not often. If you got a pair of Tims in Jacksonville, you probably can wear them once a year. Once a year.
For
And that's
sure.
fine. And that's fine. That deposit to the culture. That deposit to the culture. So I feel you on that, LP. But make sure you get the right Tims out, Pete.
Oh,
I
I'm
don't
going
wanna
to
see
get the
you
right
out-
ones.
I don't want to see you out here in no mids. I'm gonna
Bruh.
have to pull you to the side. I'm gonna have to pull you to the side. When you hear somebody say pss, 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 pss.
Hey, come here, bro. Hey, come here, bro. That's what that New York
Yeah.
that New York turn
Hey, yo,
side coming
son.
in. Hey son, what's up? Yo, what
Hey,
up?
yo,
What
son.
up? What up, duh?
You got in the mid, son? Yeah, we can't do that. Make sure my guy is doing it right. You feel me?
Child, we good. Trust that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. For me, probably the biggest commercial record, probably this involved Jay-Z as well, but featuring the great Alicia Keys, is Empire State of Mind. It is one of the biggest commercial records that you hear everywhere that embodies the good times in New York. We just talked about some gritty hip hop anthems, but commercially, this song is in commercials. This song is in movies. This song is played at the games. This song is literally everywhere, and it's a true broad anthem for New York. And then again, like I don't look. You got songs that are created to show love to certain cities. Of course you do. But I can't think of another song that has had the success commercially like Empire State of Mind. And I know that record is at least 15 years old, maybe. That was on the Blueprint 3. So
and he's
that
celebrating. Yeah, he's celebrating. No, that's Blueprint 3. I'm sorry, I was thinking about the Blueprint,
Yeah.
the first Blueprint. Yeah.
Yeah. So it may be 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
A little under that. So anyway, yeah, that's another record that you hear. Alicia, like I said, Alicia Keys does her thing, and you could tell magic was made in the studio with Hove and Alicia Keys. Just with that record, everything was clicking. It was a beautiful day. There was nothing wrong in nobody's life when that record was made. That's how flawless that record is from beginning to end, from the production to Hove's rhymes to Alicia Keys' verse, like the bridge, everything just phenomenal, man. So definitely would be remiss if we did not highlight one of the more popular songs that people just can relate to no matter where you are. Because people sing that song, even though it's called Empire State of Mind, people sing that song with, in a way where, you almost kind of forget that it's a love letter to New York. Because that's what it is.
Yeah,
It's a love letter to New York. So people singing it in karaoke shows and talent shows and and I took the liberty of doing that. Just YouTube inspirations of New York State of Mind, Jay-Z, Alicia Keys. Literally millions of videos. Millions of videos. So I haven't seen a record with that broad success like Empire State of Mind. So that's one of the true anthems of New York City. And I find it hard pressed for anyone to disagree with that. Even if you don't like the song, I do know people who say, I am tired of that record. I understand it. I get it. I understand it. But I've never heard someone say this record is god awful. I have heard people say, I'm tired of hearing this song. That's what happens when it blows up. When you got a record that goes viral, so to speak, and that song ain't going nowhere.
I'm about to say that's what classic material does. Like that's what
Agreed.
classic music does. It's
Agreed.
gonna ring. It's gonna ring, and that's kind of god awful of somebody saying that they don't like that they're tired of hearing it. Because every time I hear it, I'm
It's a
singing
bop.
along with it. Yeah.
It's a bop. Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Wow.
All right, where you
And
at, Pete? Where
that was
you at?
real quick. That was one of I think it might have been his second or third single from that album.
Yeah, the
Because we
first
had
one was Death of Autotune.
yeah.
Death of Autotune was first. Run This Town was second.
Okay, so that was number 3 then.
Yeah, Run This Town was second, and then we got Empire State of Mind. Because believe it or not, I saw this story. Someone said the story, but that record almost wasn't a single.
Mm.
It almost wasn't a single. Swiss Beats had to get involved, and some other people around the situation had to get involved and say, hey, like, we're going to miss a huge opportunity if we don't push this record even more. And then what happened was that record started ringing out over the radio. It started going and going and going. And then Jay-Z was just like, hey, the people are speaking. So when they did the video, it exploded. it exploded. So just to think that record almost didn't get that treatment, it's kind of insane.
Mm-hmm.
But that's how music works. The stories behind
that's
music
how the
work.
business work, boy. That's how the
Yeah,
music
man.
works. All of that, the creativity works. So
Yeah,
wow.
for sure. Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, so we have one more song that we're going to give. I'm looking at D's song, and I feel like he has the final like if we was gonna wrap this thing up, this song that he's going to mention is that song. So I'm going to just do mine real quick because I really want to have
Yes,
a
sir.
conversation about your joint.
Yes, sir.
The songs that I picked, it was nostalgic to me. Is Nas, "The World Is Yours."
Yeah, for sure.
I I remember, I want to say in the video, it had to show the Statue of Liberty. But nevertheless, long story short, my first time when I ever went to New York, I was passing through, I was going to Canada. It was like 95, 96. I was in 10th grade. And we stopped to go see the Statue of Liberty. Now, I'm in Rap City hard, hip hop hard.
Sure.
The World Is Yours, Illmatic was one of the albums that we would play on and on and on and on. So I remember going around the corner on that boat from New Jersey to get to the Statue of Liberty and seeing the Statue of Liberty. And immediately in my head, The World Is Yours is playing. And so at that young age, when I hear that song, I put myself in that moment when I saw the Statue of Liberty for the first time, which, you see in Manhattan from, and so it's, like we looking at what in our textbooks, like this is what is taught in our textbooks, or our textbooks would be Rap City, MTV, the Source magazine, this type of things, and the lyrics in the song. So being able to put my eyes on it has always associated me with that song with New York. But before I even got there, the song associated me with New York. And I would go as far as to say that I'm sure New Yorkers, when they hear The World Is Yours, it brings them in that space in that time or whatever. So that's my song, my last song, The World Is Yours with Nas, man. I would be remiss if I had this conversation and don't have Nas mentioned in this conversation at all. So
of course, a real New York gem there, like home cooking. Like that record is like home cooking in New York. That was made in a queen's kitchen.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. That was like home, like that home cooked meal. When you hear that record, it kind of brings comfort, like a comforting feeling, and energy of like pride in itself. So I can just imagine your experience in that moment, being heavy into hip hop as you were, and seeing these things that you've seen in the video, that you've seen, associated with the record. That's really dope story for sure.
Yes,
for sure.
sir. Yes, sir.
To put a bow on it, I guess. Another anthem. I love the more grittier records that come from out of New York, and they played this beat. They didn't play the record, but they played the beat over and over and over again during the finals. and on the commercials. But then it's used in other things. It's used for boxing fighters to come out to fight, MMA fighters to come out and fight. Serious tones in movies, like you hear this record, and that's Victory. Victory. I believe that was on the Puff Daddy and the Family album.
Yep.
And featuring Busta Rhymes and of course the late great Notorious B.I.G. And one of the most amazing lyrical performances that you'll ever hear is the Notorious B.I.G. The energy from Busta Rhymes, the production of that record, the everything in the, I guess, the essence of the record, the gritty, grimy, New York, New York tone to the record was on full display. And this is another one that has stood the test of time. If you're a rapper, you freestyled on it. If I don't care if you are a rapper, you have done a verse to the Victory, the Victory beat for sure.
Absolutely.
But just to hear that record and the energy that it gives off, that's an energy record for me. It's like no matter where you are, what time of day it is, what's going on, if Victory comes on, it's like it's an instant just mood changer. The vibes get a little bit, everybody, you get square on yourself. You know, you ain't what's going on around here.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? When you hear that record. So I've heard that record played in parties. I've heard that record played on movies, like I said, during commercials for games. Just another salute record to New York City. And again, all the stars were definitely aligned when that record was made. And then just with Busta Rhymes' energy throughout the record, coming in and out of the chorus was amazing. And then, like I said, the verses from Puff, the verses from Big, the video was the first not the first, excuse me. It was one of the rare kind of short film videos in rap. Because we got, I think Hype, I don't know if Hype Williams did. I think he did.
I'm sure he did.
Hype Williams probably did that video. And if you know anything about Hype Williams, go through his catalog of just making videos. He made nothing but short films.
Right.
With those videos. I don't know, Pete, can you fact check that for me? I don't want to misspeak with the Hype Williams or the Victor, but I think he did do that video.
Yeah.
But anyway, the record in itself, iconic. Again, if you're from the sticks, you're from the bricks, you're sitting on the crates in New York City, you know what Victory is. It's got to be one of the most played records of all time when it comes to New York aura and allure. So yeah, definitely wanted to highlight Victory.
Well, real quick, it doesn't say. It says Marcus Nispel. He's a German filmmaker, so that's who directed it.
Directed the video, really?
Yeah,
I thought
it was Hype Williams. Yeah.
Okay, so again, I misspoke. So that's just a credit to how great Hype Williams was anyway with the work he was doing. You associate all the dope videos with Hype, but salute to him. But yeah, Victory, to put a bow on this New York love letter segment. Definitely one that was outstanding.
And when you got some time, y'all, just run it up. You got till Thursday, and even after Thursday, you can play all the music that we just mentioned. You know what I'm saying? But between now and Thursday, you can get your New York on, your Knickerbocker action. Make your playlist and call it Hip Hop Knickerbockers. You know what I'm saying? And put all the songs that we put on there, man. I want to give a real quick bonus.
Yeah, sure.
Dipset, I Really Mean It. And
I really mean it. Yeah. Timeless, man. For the bricks, baby.
Right.
For the bricks.
So, all right. So we have spent majority of our time with no apologies needed in New York.
Sure.
But we're gonna bring it back to Florida.
Yes, sir.
With one of our good hip hop comedians.
Love this guy.
Mr. Richard Ross. That's what I call him. When he's funny, I be like Richard Ross, aka Rose, aka Rick Ross.
Man.
Let's. So, do you want to take the honors to explain it before we get into the audio?
Yeah, I set the table on it, man. So, look, I was telling people before we started, there's some real, true, funny guys in hip hop. I'm talking about stomach aching, funny. And Rick Ross is one of those people. Every time I see this dude, he's making me laugh just with who he is. And I tell you what, man, this Iceman album from Drake, all these little things that are popping up in this album, and then the situations that show themselves are just hilarious. So Drake's record, Whisper My Name, he has a line in there, man, I should have had it, but it's something like, if I'm lying, I'm flying, catch me on the economy, guess who else do I see? That's kind of the paraphrasing of the line.
Yeah,
Well,
if I'm lying, I'm flying. Economy. I bet I know who I will see.
but I know who I see. Right.
Yep.
So this past weekend, and these cell phones, boy, they something. Rick Ross was spotted in an airport with a hoodie over his head, being as incognito as he could be, getting ready to board, you guessed it, an economy flight. And the internet took that material and ran wild with it, attaching it to the Drake lyrics, attaching it to everything. So y'all know how it go in this space and time that we're in with the internet. But that's not the funny part. The funny part is what you're about to hear. We have brought the pleasure of the audio of Rick Ross explaining why he was flying economy. And this is something that we all need to hear. Al Pete, you got it ready?
Yes, sir. Here we go.
All right.
My jet at, I obviously didn't get the
Hold on. Here we go.
memo. It's being updated with Starlink. You know what Starlink is? Yeah, that's the $500,000 Wi-Fi. Yeah, that's where my jet at. And I chose to fly commercial to Colombia to go party with Trick Daddy and Ball Greasy at the Escape the States vibe. And that was a hell of a vibe. I had an amazing time. When I was leaving, that hoodie was low. Rose did it big. The boat. And y'all better, just so that shit y'all on, I missed that. So y'all laughing at the young niggas who on Martyr? You can't do that. Damn sure you can't laugh at a rich nigga. Just better stay focused. Since it's a big deal for Rose to fly commercial sometimes, I might have to buy me a wing at the Atlanta airport. I buy the whole sea wing. Just so that shit y'all on,
Man.
Oh man, hold on. This guy here.
Listen, bro. You cannot make this stuff up. This man, and I knew he was going to do it. I knew he was going to get online, and I knew he was going to make a response video for all the jokes that he was catching with him flying commercial. But what this man had to say, this man said his plane, and I believe Rose. If Rose, if you ever happen to see this, I believe you. My man said his plane was being updated with Starlink. Now, for one, I don't know what Starlink is, but I found out because of Rose. A $500,000 Wi-Fi system for the plane. Hey, that's a hell of an excuse. He got it. He got it. He got it. He got it. And then he goes on. It said he was going to Colombia to perform at Escapes the States. Just the way he said it. With Trick Daddy and Ball Greasy. I just wanted to say, Rick Ross, I appreciate you, bro. Because nobody, and I mean nobody, gives content like you do. No one. And this is what it's all about when you're looking at Rose, man. Rose, he knew if somebody would have got a hold of him flying economy, what was going to happen. He knew, but he was prepared because he's a professional. He's a professional. He's a professional. Shout out to Rose, man. Shout out to Rose, man.
Yeah, that
bad
boy.
Timing, though. Bad timing.
Bad timing.
Bad timing.
Now, I want to say this before I forget. Do you feel like he did that purposely too? talk about the well, what if? I ain't gonna say do you. I think he
Okay.
did it, but what if he did it on some like I heard Drake's lyric. Let me do that spitefully, but
That would be a great story.
that would be a very great story. But so I've done my journalistic moves.
Yes, sir.
Being the fact I am a journalist,
Yes, you
but
are.
Starlink is definitely a Wi-Fi service.
Mhm.
It goes for businesses. It goes for fixed sites. It goes
Mhm.
for land mobility, and it
Mhm.
goes for the marine action if you want to do water, and it
Mhm.
does for aviation. So connectivity while you're in the air.
Mhm.
So when he said Starlink, I was like, I didn't know what Starlink was, so I did my research to find. Listen, Mr. Richard, I am not calling you a liar. I am not.
No,
I
not
am
at
just
all.
doing my journalistic duties to find out what the source is, so the story can be funny still, but have some sense. So yes, I looked on the site. It's for planes. It's for
Yes.
space people like this. So
Yes.
you basically use the business stuff
Yes.
for when you in the business stuff. So
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. No. So no, the funny thing was with the hoodie over the head, and now I get it as well. Rick Ross he's famous. He's a famous artist, musician. He's famous, so he either way it go, he probably would have had a hoodie on or a hat on. Probably don't want to be bothered by people. I get that. But at the same time, it's just bad timing because the first time I seen the story was with the Drake lyric tied to it. So I'm like, what is this? So like I said, just bad time. I think any other time, I think any other time it wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have been nothing. You know, if it was anything outside of Iceman, it wouldn't have been nothing. But no, I just thought that was something to laugh at. I totally believe Rick Ross. This man has done very, very well for himself. We've seen the Ricky Rose plane. We've seen it. It's a real thing. All right.
right.
So, but no, I just was like, wow, like, and Drake has the best timing right now dropping this album. Like, I don't care. I don't care if Rick Ross has a plan or not. Now he doesn't. Due to this, he doesn't have one.
Right.
The economy line.
The internet is running like rampant as
Yeah.
all outdoors with that. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
running,
Yeah.
running. So
Yes. Yeah. So I thought it was funny. I thought we could all use some good humor and some good laughter. And like I said, if Rose ever sees this, we're fans of yours, my guy. But man, we still got to cover the news. And this was
all right.
this was a funny story. This is a funny story that I just felt that we just had to document, man. So again,
he said he said my man had to cover the news when we had to cover the news. That I
Covering the
love the way you
news, bro.
said that, my guy. Like
Yeah.
for real, for real.
Yeah. That's all we're doing. We're just covering the news here. Covering the news
I'm
here.
looking
But
at
nah,
this.
man, shout
I'm
out
looking
to
at this
Rose.
picture, and I'm just like,
You see him?
I see him like looking, with the hoodie on or whatever. But I'm thinking about all the other people around him. Like, did they not
Right.
notice, or like, I
Yeah,
don't know. That's
well, the
weird.
person who was filming them noticed. The person who was filming them noticed.
Right.
That's the funny thing. But the thing is, like, they didn't say anything to him. You know, Rick Ross looks like the type of person that you don't want to bother. Like,
Right.
he's not wanting to be bothered. So they didn't say nothing to him, which that was another part that I found hilarious. They just blew his spot up. They just blew his spot up and kept it moving, man. So, but no. Just fantastic. But again, if you're not sure why we're saying that Rick Ross is one of the most funniest people ever, look, just go down a rabbit hole. Go down a rabbit hole and just treat yourself. Just treat yourself because he has some of the funniest moments
ever,
bro.
Like he is hilarious, man. I remember watching.
Yes.
It was a Complex. Actually, it was Complex. No, it wasn't Complex. It was GQ when he did the house tour. So my people that if you want to start there.
Yes.
They just released this a
Yes.
couple of weeks ago, but it was GQ interview, and it was the
Yes.
tour of Rick Ross's house in Miami, and
Yes.
it was a part where he said, I got sharks, I got dolphins. Like he was talking as if they were really his, and then he just did.
Great stuff.
He just did
Great
this
stuff.
laugh, and I laughed like hell because I was like, Rose is crazy.
He crazy, bro. He crazy. But I love Rose, man. Love Rose, man. He one of the illest of all time.
Yeah.
But it never stops with him. It never stops, and this is another example that it never stops. So good stuff, man. But on the back end of that, to shed some light, he does have a new album getting ready to come out. I think it's called Set in Stone.
Yep.
And him and T.I. dropped a tough record
Oh boy.
called Mahogany Caskets. And boy, those brothers,
right.
they'll put on a performance, man. They put a performance. And I tell you what, man, I'm really highly anticipating this Ross album and this T.I. album. The music that we've been getting from them leading up to the releases of these projects, like, man, it just bring you that feeling back. And I know you know what I mean by that, Pete, when Ross and T.I. back in the day, in the earlier 2000s, when they was fire hot, man. So
and it looked like
incredible.
they just released not an album, a video. They released a video for the
they
the
did.
song.
They did.
Yeah.
They did. So yeah, shout out to those two brothers, man. Two of the legends, the iconic legends in hip hop, man, especially down here in the South. Check out that Mahogany Caskets, man. If you're looking for that 5-starter record, man, to get your weekend, off and running, or to get you some energy when you're in the gym, put that on.
Yep.
Put that record on.
And also, Rick Ross is on tour. I want to say he's his next 2 stops is Augusta and Duval County. So he's doing that, and T.I. has a couple of shows. I know he got one in Charlotte in July. So catch them boys on tour and listen to their music, because them boys is not playing with us at all.
No, they are not. They are not. Shout out to them for sure, man. For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. So Pete, man, so let's get into some new music, man. It was kind of really slow week this week. Of course, a lot of love for the Knicks, but of course, we talk music here as well. So Pete, what you listening to, man? What you vibing with? What are some things that you want to put our listeners on, my man?
I actually been on the Rick Ross joint. Like I've been on the way back from back in town. I noticed that song dropped, so I've been on that tip or whatever. I had to revisit the couple of songs that T.I. was listening to as well. And I listened to like a freestyle. So I'm a real big freestyle person. Like I love to listen to people freestyles. So I listen to L.A. Leakers whenever an artist comes and does a rap or whatever. But Ludacris dropped like a very, very, very dope freestyle today. So I've been checking that out. So yeah, I just been on my South stuff outside of the Knickerbocker stuff for sure. So
for sure.
Yeah, I want to say no, I ain't gonna say I want to say. I came across the French Montana remix, the French Montana Max B.
Oh man,
with
Max
Ma.
B and Remy.
Yeah. So I came across
Buff
that.
record.
Right on time with it.
Right on time.
So
right on time.
But that,
dope record too. Dope.
Yeah, but those are vibes I've been on, man. I mean, of course, I always revisit, some of my favorite stuff in my playlist,
Sure.
but within the past like week or so, that new Rick Ross revisited T.I. It's Mr. Him, and this other song that he got with like the band in the background. That joint is so darn stupid. That, and then just listen to freestyles.
Dope.
What you got?
I got my R&B lovers covered, and I got my hip hop fans covered here.
Okay.
So 2 projects y'all might want to check out. This one's called For All the Right Reasons by lyin. I believe that's how you pronounce his name.
Okay.
He's an R&B singer out of Nigeria, and he has an incredible project, man. That if you're on your R&B tip and your R&B vibes, then you might definitely want to check that out. And I'm gonna talk my talk real quick. When it comes to R&B, a lot of y'all boys ain't messing with me, all right? When it comes to this R&B, it's not a lot of people who can really, really talk to me about R&B, really get in that bag. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because I'm 42 years old. Thank the good Lord. And these days, I'm on my grown and sexy for real. Don't get me wrong, I'm a hip hop guy, and I got your hip hop covered next. But when it comes to that R&B, we can go playlist for playlist. Anybody out there who want that smoke, man? I'm just putting it out there. I'm just putting it out there. We could do a live show right here on the show, man. It'll get taken down by YouTube, but I don't care. We can go song for song.
Mm.
You know, when it comes to that R&B. But anyway, I just want to put that out there for anybody who thinks that they can run up with me on that R&B. But check out Lacan, man. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. R&B artist out of Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic project. It just released earlier this year, 2026 release.
Okay.
So y'all check it out for sure. And for my hip hop heads, man, I think what's it called, Rise to Ashes, that Benny the Butcher project.
Yep.
I've been listening to it all day today. Actually,
Mm-hmm.
It's not called Rise to Ashes. Ashes in the Safe. Excuse me. I think you mentioned that.
I mentioned it on the last go round. Yeah. Yep.
So I had it on the play up, and I started listening to it. I think it was Thursday. It came up on Thursday, so I want to double down on that one, man. That what's called Sundial record number, the one that opens it up. Yo, Benny went nuts.
Like the way that he came in on that song, like it was like within the third or fourth second, and he did the butcher coming like when he get on that tip, I'd be like, yep.
And the thing about Benny, man, you could tell. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying nothing. I'm not saying that Benny wasn't like that, but you could tell Benny getting better too. Benny getting better. The flows are starting. Like he got these different flows. He got these different pockets that he's starting to hit. You know, so Benny was the one, I think, out of the entire Griselda group. He was the one that had the most potential. You know, West Side is West Side. Conway is Conway. But you could tell Benny was still trying to. You could tell Benny was still trying to find his way in the earlier stages. But I think for me now, just listening to him, I think he's really
wow. That's interesting. I feel like, and you're not the first person to say that, because for the most, you know, and the consensus of things, everybody definitely favors Conway. They like Conway is like the best one out of whatever. Sure. And I'm like, if I had to pick which one I like, I'm rolling with Benny. Like Benny just always sounds so hungry and sounds so like he sounds so hungry. But it's interesting that I remember somebody's mentioned before. It was like Benny was trash when he first came out, and I was like, what? Like I was like, trash? That's
I wouldn't say that.
I wouldn't say that at all. But like. Yeah, but I can see what you're saying, and I can see what other people's thoughts are. But I've been riding with Benny for a minute. Well, from the beginning.
Benny was a street. He was a street rapper. He was the street like representative, like with his like how he was giving it up, like that edgy, grimy. Like it wasn't no polish to Benny, in my opinion, when he was first coming out, and I love that. I love that gritty, grimy energy. But you could tell lately, you know, I want to say over the past couple of years, like, and especially with these Black Soprano projects, he's really coming around, and there's rumors that he's about done with his album and getting ready to bless us with that. But for me, Westside Gunn is my favorite. Westside Gunn is my favorite of the three.
Right.
That luxury rap energy and vibe that he brings, the aesthetics to the culture. I'm a huge wrestling fan too, so that plays a major part, you know, with my love for you know, everything that Westside Gunn does. Conway, I agree. Conway's the better rapper out of them all. I think, like, bar for bar, like, you need a rap record, then it's Conway. But talking about them now, and I guess we didn't even plan to talk about this, but it's really sad to kind of see what's happening with Griselda, particularly with Conway. He did put out the freestyle, kind of airing some family business with Westside Gunn, and I hate it, bro. I absolutely hate it, because it looks like Conway's really dug in to how he kind of feels right now, and Westside Gunn is kind of parading like, you know, it's not a big deal. And then you see Butcher coming out with him this weekend out in the show overseas, with no Conway. So there was a rumor of a Griselda album on the way, but I don't know. I don't know what it looks like. And there's this rumor out there, and we'll get Peter, I'll kick it to you in a second. But the rumor was they all met with Jay-Z. And Jay-Z this is the rumor, that Jay-Z told Westside Gunn, you should offer some ownership of Griselda to Benny and Conway. And Westside Gunn turned that down. Westside Gunn told Hove no. Now, that's a rumor.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Maul from the Raw Rory and Maul show put that out there as well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But then it looks like West Side Gun came around this past weekend after Benny kind of spoke on it. Well, he tweeted about it. And he says, all y'all owe me an apology. So it's a lot of stuff going on because Benny is standing by West Side. He's standing by West Side, but there is no Conway. So obviously there's something there. And LP, what you thinking about that, man? One of the groups that we bonded over Griselda once
Oh yeah,
we
yeah,
bonded over Griselda a lot. So, what's your take on this mess, man, with this super group
man.
family?
I hate to say super group because we're talking about super groups. We're putting them in some type of status, but we've seen it happen over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Shouts out to Dame Dash and his dentures falling out his mouth. I want that boy to go sit down somewhere. There's no way I
So
would be.
bad.
Like there's no way there's no way I would have ever stood next to greatness like Jay-Z and other people now. I don't want to say Jay-Z's like he's been around a gang of people, and you're at the
Yeah.
level that you're at now.
Yeah.
It is in the words of my brother Dedrick L. Hicks Jr. God awful. So it's god awful. But with that being said, Griselda, man, I don't like it. I really don't like it.
Yeah.
I really don't like it. I really don't like it. I don't know. I don't know. I excuse my ignorance, but I
Mhm.
always associate shit like this with people smoking too much weed. Chill on the weed, guys. Like something, man. Like just hold tight for a minute. Now, to specifically talk about like that deal with Jay-Z or whatever, this is the stuff I wish that we didn't know. Like we don't need to
Mhm.
know these things. You know what I'm saying? Now,
Mhm.
Westside might have had a very great reason why he told Jay-Z no. Everything
Sure.
that Jay-Z might have said to whatever Jay-Z says is he's human. It's not always gold. We talked
Yeah,
about that,
correct.
right? Like
Correct.
so it
Correct.
might have been a situation where Westside was like, nah, like and it might be a situation where he doing it for the sake of his family.
Of
But
course.
we don't know. But I feel
We
like
don't know.
these things do not need to be in the public like that, man.
Yeah.
And it's family too outside of this rap stuff, man. It's like
Family,
family,
bro.
dog. And I
Family,
think
bro.
it cuts deeper than that, man. And
Of course. Of
it cuts
course. Of
way
course.
deeper. So I hope they work it out. I hope we get another Griselda album because Griselda has did so much in so little time, and
Yes.
they're not even like done. I feel like they're just hitting the 25% level of what they can do.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, their underground run is one of the greats. You can put that run up there with the Dipset run, with the G Unit run, with the Squad runs. If you know about Cash Money, like it's certain camps that have had some legendary underground runs
Hmm.
when it comes to music, and Griselda can definitely rival that. I mean, we have tons of projects from these artists. That's unheard of in this day.
A
We were
lot.
getting West Side, Conway, Butcher, Conway, West Side. We were getting tons of. They have so much music that is almost impossible to receive it all. Even at this moment, there's still West Side albums that I got to go revisit. There's still Conway albums and Butcher albums that I got to revisit because it just reminds you of a certain time. So for myself, and I feel good about speaking for Al Pete as well. When we got wind of Griselda, bro, this is real hip hop.
Yeah.
Like you're talking about dropping mixtapes and EPs, and then like you're talking about the culture being fully represented with these guys, and I hate this.
Yeah.
I hate it. And I'm with you. I just wish some stuff that we didn't know. And if we did find out about it, let it be down the line after things got worked out, if they have
Yeah.
a story to tell.
Absolutely.
But honestly, right now, with Conway putting out that freestyle, and I heard the bar, I was like, huh? And then I hate it when Maul, and you don't get me wrong, I know Maul is tied into Griselda. He's cool with Benny. He's cool with West. I mean, he's cool with Conway. And he came out and spoke on it in the way that he did. And I just didn't like that. And don't get me wrong, he has a platform. He's here to report the news, you know? But at the same time, it's like, yo, who's gonna protect these guys while they get this situated? That's my thing. If I knew what I knew, respectfully to Maul or anybody else, I wouldn't have said it, bro. Because I
No,
know
I wouldn't
I
have said it at all.
wouldn't have said it because I think these guys are very important to the hip hop culture.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like it, they're like one of the new cornerstones in hip hop. I hope I'm not stepping over boundaries by saying that, but
No, not at all. Like that's
yeah.
an official like stamp. Like, and
Okay.
the whole hip hop culture has stamped them, regardless if you rock with them or not. Like
Agreed.
everybody
Agreed.
knows that Griselda has made this like like dramatic, and I'm saying dramatic in a very special, victorious way. Just this
Agreed.
dramatic stamp, you know what I'm saying, in the hip
Agreed.
hop culture. So your comment is definitely on putting. So with that being said, the protection needs to happen. Somebody need to pull them boys. Somebody need to turn over them Twitter handles.
Somebody.
Get off social media, make some music or whatever. Like,
Get in a room. No, get in a room. Get in a room and get it fixed.
yeah,
Like, it'd be a shame if it doesn't come back together and we're not able to get the greatness from these three gentlemen and how it could impact the culture in a significant way.
yeah,
So
man.
we're
Yeah.
going on and on about it, but this is just how we feel about hip hop. And Griselda has been one of those camps that just injolted this energy back into rap, especially for rappers who are like 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Like, look, I'm not saying Griselda has credit for Griselda deserves the credit for this. But look what has happened over the past 3 years. Nas is involved with this too, with that Mass Appeal run. You get albums from Slick Rick, like, and have you heard that? I'm talking about my hip hop fans. I'm not talking about people who don't know rap right now. If you don't know rap, if you don't know hip hop, then you can turn us off. I'm
Right.
talking to like the hip hop fans. That Slick Rick album is insane. Those Nas projects are insane. These Griselda projects are insane. You're getting real rap. Real rap. And I think when Griselda was moving, the mighty Griselda was moving, I think people were real deal inspired at that time, because there was a point in time when people say, oh, if you're 30 years old, you can't rap no more. Stop rapping.
Mm-hmm.
You remember those conversations, Pete?
Yep.
You had to be in your 20s or your early teens to put at one time. People didn't want to hear, unless you were Jay-Z or somebody like that. People didn't want to hear from you.
Right.
But, you know, being a little emotional about
Like
it because
them boys inspired people who've been out for the longest. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've heard some of the people that we grew up on talk about Griselda and how the inspirational they've been to the culture and all that stuff,
yeah.
man. I mean, shit. What's the song when Benny the Butcher came out with it's the cover with he had Black Thought on the song over the Al Green
Mhm.
sample. I'm like, this boy got
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. Jadakiss, Fat Joe, Lloyd Banks, like they got records with everybody. Styles P. They got records with everybody. Busta Rhymes, like they. So yeah, man. So look, hopefully we can report on something better here in the immediate future when it comes to Griselda, and those three together are incredible.
Yeah,
they're inspirational, especially to creators like myself. And we need Griselda. We
and they
need
just
Westside Gun, Conway, Benny the Butcher. We need it.
they just got some
We
good
need it, bro.
music, man. Period. Like they
We need it, bro.
just got some good music. Period. And I hope that I hope somebody pull them to the side and be like, look, log off Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Get your business straight or whatever. Y'all have a cookout and give the
Get it
people what they
fixed.
want. Yeah,
Get it fixed.
give the people what they want.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, Pete, I think that's all we got on the agenda today.
Yeah, man. We got some good stuff, man. We talked about some good stuff. So all my hip hop heads, y'all got enough of hip hop today. Y'all always gonna get the hip hop here for sure, no doubt. We always talk
Yeah,
about
yeah.
it, so y'all always gonna get it. But today,
Yeah.
you know, we had to put our plan in. We had to give the plant the stamp forever with New York,
Yeah.
and then just give you
Shout out to
some
the
other stuff.
Knicks.
Yeah, shout out to the Knicks, man. So, make sure you get the right shoes, the right
The
Tims.
Tim to get the right Tims.
Don't
No
get the mids.
mids.
No mids. No
Don't get
mids.
no mid, bro. If
Don't
you
do that.
seen
Yeah.
with mids, bro, it could be a tough night for you, King. If you get the mid Tims, it could be a tough one for you, King.
Yeah, it'd be great. So, but nevertheless, y'all got enough of hip hop from us. Go make sure you go listen to all the stuff that we talked about.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, and enjoy it. And then definitely let us know in the comments what you listening to, what your thoughts was.
please,
Let us
please,
know what
please.
New York songs put you in that mode. Like, just let
Please,
us know. Put
please,
them in the chat, and we can have that
please.
conversation continue to whatnot, and then we can share with some folks. Maybe if somebody gets some comments, we can like read some comments on
Of course.
the show beforehand. It'd be dope.
We'll love it. We'll love it. We'll love it. We'll love
Yeah.
it. And of course, hit us up on our socials. Hit us up. Pete, where they can find you at, my guy.
You can find me, MrAlpete.com, mpn-alc.com. If you're too lazy to get on the websites, go to the go to the social medias, type in Mr. Alpete, MrAlpete, MPN Management, the Groove Suite, all those things. But you can start off with Mr. Alpete. I'm always lurking, always on Threads. And then I'm on IG, but I'm on the other ones as well. So follow your boy. D, where they can find you at, my guy?
Dedrick Hicks Jr. everywhere. I go by my government everywhere. All right. So on my Instagram, on my YouTube channel, we talked about this before. I have a whole nother world over on another YouTube channel. We're talking fragrance, men grooming, just touching on just men in general, man. Being your best self, being the best version of yourself. So if you're interested in that kind of content, I got you covered. And I have that link down below. And again, y'all look out for our shorts, man, over on Instagram and right here on YouTube.
Yeah.
We do chop up this content. But I got a good feeling about the content that we're going to be putting out. Just trying to get our names out there.
Man.
We've done a lot of content in other avenues, tons and tons and tons of it.
Mm-hmm.
But this is something that me and Pete together as brothers. This has nothing to do with nothing else. This is me and him, and this show was born organically, and we have a great time. I feel like I speak for Pete here as well. This is a great escape for us.
Absolutely.
To get together, kick it, and have a good time. And hopefully you guys are enjoying what you're hearing and what you're seeing. So hit that thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. We thank you guys for all the support. And we're going to build this thing, baby. Brick by brick, day by day, episode by episode. We're going to build this thing, man. So appreciate y'all as always, man, for sure.
Indeed. Y'all be easy.
Yes, sir. 666666666.